What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Project Ozone Lite. Oh yeah, guys. So today, what we're gonna do is we're gonna work on a few quests early on. Last episode, we claimed some more quest rewards. We never opened those, so let's gather a few more before we pop all of these together. Also, last episode, we were setting up our neutron collectors, wherever they are. Down somewhere under here, we have our neutron collectors. There they are. Yeah, and these things have been collecting neutrons ever since. We're up to 168 of the neutronium ingots, which is great. So that's gonna help us out a lot with some of the things that we're gonna be doing here. But first of all, let's start knocking out some of these other quests that we have available. So one of the things that it wants us to do is the Philosopher's Pickaxe, or the Red Matter Pickaxe, whichever way you want to call that. So let's look at a Red Matter Pickaxe. Let's get some of these things just knocked out of here. So in order to do that, we need to make the Dark Matter version and then upgrade that. That's a super easy thing for us to do. We have plenty of all of that material in the system here. So let's make a Dark Matter Pickaxe. We'll make one of these and boom, quest complete. Okay, so that quest is now done. So that's another loot chest for us. Let's do bottom loot chest today. All right, so we also have the Philosopher's Qatar, or how you pronounce that. I still don't know. So let's look at that red thingy. So that requires us to make red matter shears, axe, sword, hoe, and some more red matter itself, all combined into, I guess that's a multi-purpose tool. I've never used it, never wanted to use it because I've never needed to use it. So let's make some of these parts. So there's dark matter shears, dark matter axe. We need a dark matter sword, I imagine, and finally a dark matter hoe. Okay. So there's all of those parts, and we can upgrade those to the red matter variant. And then there's our axe, our sword. All right, and finally the hoe. Sweet. Okay, all of that's done. And there is our finished product. That is 7.5 million EMC. It's quite a lot. So I don't think we're ever going to use that. So we could turn that into EMC and reclaim that and turn those into stars, which only have 139,000 EMC each, and we could use the EMC for various other purposes. If we run low, we'll definitely be checking that out. Okay, so back to the quest book here. We'll do the bottom loot chest, and that's also going to give us a half a heart, which we don't care about since we're not playing in hardcore questing in this playthrough. Okay, let's clear that out as well. Cool. So now that we got both of those done, what else can we do here? We have some dark matter armor, red matter armor, and finally the gem armor. So we made a gem chest plate in order to make our draconic stuff, but we never made any of these other things. So let's look at making the dark matter armor. So the dark matter helmet does require the supremium helmet, which we do not have, but we do have a supremium armor core. So let's take a look. How do we get to that? So we need the armor core plus some of the ingots plus the previous helmet. So if we search for helmet, yeah, we don't have any of that stuff. We have all the way to steel or iron. So we're gonna have to back all the way up. Oh my goodness, that's gonna be a lot of crafting here. So there's the iron, goes to diamond, and then we can do that again to this guy. We need the inferium stuff. If I can spell that right, inferior. All right, so we need 4 of those. Actually, I think what I want to do, let's make the armor core first, because I think that requires some of those ingots in it. Maybe not. Just wasn't sure. So there's that, and then we'll do 4 of these. All right, cool. So that'll allow us to get to this guy. Wrong one. Oh my goodness. Click, 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 click this one. Actually, we need the prudentium, not the inferium, right? No, that's the inferium. That's the right one. Okay, so now that we have this, we can do the prudentium. Prudentium. Yeah, so each one of these has its own armor core. So let's just do this. We're going to need 3 of these. I'll just craft those up. I think that requires the previous armor cores in the recipe. So it's a little bit of recursive crafting. Yeah, it does require the previous one. So we'll craft 3 of those, and we'll craft 3 of these. And so on and so forth. We'll just keep crafting those up. Is all of our CPUs taken? Why would that not craft? Maybe because we didn't have our master infusion stones or something. I'm not sure. Anyway, so there's our superium armor. We'll craft 3 of those. There's that. That'll take a fraction of the time as these because it has to do far less crafting. Intermedium, 3 of those. Again, a fraction of the time. And then finally the prudentium. And those are done. Cool. So now that we have those, we have to craft up all those ingots. So mystical, we can't just search for ingot, can we? Okay, so we'll do prudentium and we'll craft 3 of these, and then we'll do the next one, intermedium, I think. Anyway, let me go ahead and craft up the rest of this stuff. I'll get the dark armor made, and then we can look at upgrading that to the red matter, and I think finally the gem armor. Be right back, guys. Okay, guys, so after a bit of crafting here, we were able to get all of the supremium armor that we haven't crafted yet. So we still need to take that up to the dark matter versions. So there's the helmet. We'll do the leggings. There's that. Oh, we're running low on the dark matter, but I think we only need like 4 pieces of it for this. Yeah. So there's the dark matter boots. So that should complete this quest. And I still have this dye essence in my inventory. I keep clicking that back into here, and somehow I keep getting it back in my inventory. I'm not sure how that's happening. Okay, so bottom loot chest, we'll claim that one. That gives us another loot chest for our chest opening a little bit later. Okay, so now we have a red matter armor that we need to do. So that's just the same thing. I think we just have to upgrade that. Red matter. How we doing? Yeah, so it's basically the same recipes here. We're just wrapping all the armor with more stuff. Oh, we don't have the chest plate. We have pants. Okay, so there's that. And then finally the boots. And there we go. And then we can reclaim these again for EMC should we choose to. So this one is all done. Bottom loot chest. Got a good feeling about one of these loot chests today. Okay, so gem armor. So what mod is that from? That is also from Project E. I know we made the gem chestplate before, but I just don't remember. Okay, so we want to make the gem helmet. So that requires us to have these Klein Star things, the soul stones. It seems like this was the hardest part, and I don't remember. You know what? We did keep an omega. Oh my goodness, I am smart. I said, hey, we should keep this in case we need them for later, and guess what? We needed them for later. So how many stars does it take to make one of those? All right, so we needed 3 more. We have a total of 4. We'll have 1 extra for later. Those are just ghost items. Okay, so now that we have these things, we have the red matter helmet. We need the Hypnotizd amulet. So that's buckets of water plus red matter. Or dark matter? Dark matter. Let's grab some stars. Actually, we have dark matter blocks in here that we can take apart. Let's go and make a stack of dark matter then. Achievement get all that matters. All right, so here we go. Here's our dark matter. So now we need buckets full of water. It looks like we have 10 in the system. I'll go ahead and try and fill up a bunch here. Where did we have water? I think we grabbed water before from down here to Squid Farm. Go and grab a whole bunch like this. Yeah, I think is that fine? That should be fine. Yeah, okay, I think we're good. Whoop, all the way back up. We could use the elevator, but flying with this new armor that we have is just so much better in my opinion. Okay, so now we have all of the water buckets full of water. We should be able to make these things. So we want to make, what was it, 3 of these? Or we could just EMC 1. So there's 1. I'll just go ahead and make 3 of them. Oh, you know what? These are different. Oh, each one's different. Okay, so this one requires water. The chest plate requires fire or lava. The leggings require the black hole band. Oh boy, I didn't realize that there is a difference here between all these things. So there's an iron band and there is this guy. Okay, so black hole band. And the boots require 2 swift wolves rending gale. So that's 2 more iron bands. Thankfully, we have a lot of buckets of lava in the system for some particular reason. I'm not sure why. So there is 2 of these guys. Awesome. All right, so let's see. We need the soul stone. Was that the same thing for all these? A soul stone? No. So the helmet requires a soul stone. The leggings require a ring of magnetization. We should be able to make this real quick for the helmet. All right, so helmet done. Awesome. Okay, so we have an extra Evertide amulet for some reason. So we need to get ourselves the leggings that requires the ring of magnetization. Do we even have one? We don't. Okay, so the ring of magnetization requires this lens thing. So this is easy. This is easy. This guy should be easy as well. And then gem leggings done. Awesome. All right, so now finally we need to do the gym boots, and that is done and done. Awesome. So now we completed the quest, Swift Rending Gale, or whatever that's called, Swift Wolf's Rending Gale. And we should also have completed the quest for the gem armor. I don't really remember what that Swift Wolf ring does. Yeah, I don't know. I'm sure it does something pretty cool. Otherwise, why would they have a specific item named something like that if it didn't do anything cool? But it's not something that I am particularly interested in checking out. Okay, so this is going to give us half a heart plus another chest. And this is going to give us a chest. All right, so both bottom loot chests a day. Very good, very good. Okay, so now we have this gem armor that we're never going to use. But we completed those quests. We got those all knocked out. So Book of Knowledge, that wants us to do the Tome of Knowledge, and then also the Transmutation Table. So this is like the real EMC. This guy right here, we can, as long as we have an item, we can convert into something. The table, where is it? The table, the Transmutation Table, as long as we have EMC in the table and we've already previously learned an item, we can make as many of those as we want. We don't have to set the item as long as we know about it. And then also the Tome of Knowledge here, the Book of Knowledge, this thing will unlock all of the EMC-able things for the Transmutation Table, so we don't even have to have had one item to learn it. So yeah, can be very, very powerful here. So I assume the Tome of Knowledge is going to be really expensive. Let's take a look at the price of this thing. That requires us to already have a Transmutation Tablet. So the table turns into a tablet, and then this is the recipe for the tablet itself. That's a little crazy. This is the table. HDPE sheets plus Dark Solarium, Starry Emerald, 128Q spatial component. That's actually not that bad, to be completely honest. I was expecting a little bit more. Do we have recipes for HDPE? No, we never made a recipe for that, but we can turn these HDPE pellets into the rods, and I think 2 rods into the thing, or is it? Okay, we'll have to take a look at those sheets so I don't do this incorrectly. Oh, okay, so you'd make a ring of those like you're making a chest. Okay, so that's 1 HDPE sheets. Neither of these have EMC, so we're gonna have to craft those up. And I don't remember, we never set that up to be automatic. Let's take a look down here once again. So this was our HDPE setup. We were getting a little bit of liquid ethylene here, mixing with oxygen and putting it with biofuel, I believe. And we're getting some oxygen in return. So let's see, what do we have here? Hydrogen. So we have some substrate. No, I'm sorry. We put the biofuel in the PRC with hydrogen and water. That makes ethylene, the gaseous ethylene plus substrate. The substrate is what we put in here with oxygen plus the liquid ethylene, and that makes the HDPE. Okay. So another thing, I did go ahead and convert all of our machines in this room down here to use wireless draconic energy. You know what? Now that I'm thinking about it, I don't think I linked that to the relay, so we're going to have to do that. I just noticed when I looked at there that the energy was a little less full than I expected it to be. So let's grab our crystal binder, come up here, and we will shift click this guy and link that to this one. There we go. Now it's getting full of power. So you can see all the red lines coming off this thing to all of these different machines. Yeah, these are all now running off wireless draconic evolution power. And you can see little particles every now and then kind of floating over to machines as they require energy. This guy right here, our Aversion Obelisk, is always going to be requiring a little bit of power to keep those pesky evolved Endermen away. But if we start up a process here, like if I wanted to make, I don't know, what's something in here? How about some fluxed electrum? Is that still running in that machine, maybe? Okay, so if we do that, when that thing kicks on, we should be drawing some power. Is it not going to show? Is this just using so little power it doesn't even register? Well, we can see particles floating into it. Maybe it's using more power than what this thing can send. I don't know. These machines are weird. It says it's only using 679 RF per tick, but I know this thing can send like thousands of RF per tick, so I don't understand. There's something weird with the Ender IO machines in this mod pack, I suppose. What is this getting some power over here for? I just see particles coming over here every now and then. Interesting. Anyway, so now that we have the power situation taken care of, Oh yeah, right. We also brought the power over here to all of these machines. These are the ones that keeps all of our ore stocked. And I did set this up. I don't remember if I told you guys this. I use an online detector here. So it's only detecting when I'm online. And when I'm online, it sends a redstone signal, which turns off all these machines. When I'm not online, however, this thing will start trying to fill up all of our ingots if we need more. As we saw when I first set this this whole setup, when I put it all together, these machines were like super laggy. If I got anywhere near it, like this whole area was just low FPS. But yeah, setting that online detector thing turns off the sag mills, which really helps out. Anyway, so let's see what we have left to do here. The Tome of Knowledge, HDPE, we don't have that automated. Is it really worth automating this? I don't know. So we need a crusher to make the biofuel to go in here. I guess I can do a little bit of work here, see if I can get some automations happening. I think we have the biofuel automated, maybe. No, we never did set that up either. Okay, so I'll do a little automation here, see if we can get this whole HDPE automated, and then we'll be right back. All right, guys, so as I was just sitting here right now, I noticed like through the wall, we can see those infinity, or not infinity, the neutron ingots. We had that problem back in 1.7.10, Project Ozone 2. I didn't know that carried over to 1.10, but anyway, you can still kind of see them in the compacting drawer over there. So I did some work over here to try and get this thing automated. So the way this is going to work is we put in 2 biofuel here, and that turns into a substrate here. And then in the back, we are extracting using this item conduit into the interface, which completes that Autocraft. And this one, or actually here's the recipe for that, 2 biofuel with equals 1 substrate. And then over here on our pressurized reaction chamber, we just went ahead and did 1 substrate equals 1 HDPE pellet, right? So I had to point that one down because this interface is touching 2 different machines and I don't want to accidentally put items over here. So you just click the top of it with a wrench and that points it down into the machine that you want the items to go into. So this machine here is set up to take 1 substrate, turn into 1 HDPE, and then we are extracting from the right-hand side using item conduit right back into that interface. Also on our crushing, our elite crushing factory, we have it set up here. So 1 rotten flesh equals 2 biofuel. So we have plenty of rotten flesh, like nearly 500,000 of it. So we're never going to need that much. I guess the final step of this is we're going to have to make a pattern here to turn HDPE into the sheets, like so. And there's the final pattern that we need. Then we can make these HDPE sheets all day long. Okay, so now going back to our quest book here, Tome of Knowledge. I think that's what we were looking at before. So the Transmutation Tablet requires all of that. The table itself is very, very similar. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 20 sheets. And then if we're going to do it for the other one, we're going to need a total of 40 of those. So let's tell the system to make HDPE, these sheets, 40. All right, so that's going to require us to make just a little bit more biofuel. Apparently we made some of this before. So yeah, we need a lot. 275 more HDPE pellets. Let's just tell it to start up. We should be able to see some things happening down here. Feels a little laggy. Why does that feel laggy? I'm not sure. Yeah, that's definitely feeling really laggy for some strange reason. Something's affecting our FPS a lot. Well, I don't remember that happening before when we were doing this by hand. I don't know if it has to do with the wireless power or maybe are we running out of energy? No, we have energy just fine. This is like flickering on energy a little bit, but it's not going all the way down. Rotary condensator looks fine. Well, something about this is definitely acting weird. Anyway, this is going to continue on here. We'll get our 40 HDPE sheets eventually. Do we have an ETA on how long this is going to take? It doesn't say a time remaining here. So we have 22 remaining. It's probably going to take another 3 minutes or so. But since we're lagging so much on FPS, I guess we'll just go ahead and be right back. All right, guys, so I went ahead and I made another recipe here. We are currently making the 128 to the third spatial components. Yeah, we needed a few of those in order to make our transmutation table. Yeah, so we needed 8 of these things. So those are all currently being crafted up. So we have everything here except for the guys in the middle, and those require Gaia spirits. Now that's one of the things that we don't have. Yep, we've only fought the Gaia boss, I think, once. We have, well, I guess we do have 12 Gaia spirits. Maybe I fought the Gaia boss more than once because we had to fight the tier 2 version. That's right. Hi, Gub. So yeah, we do have a few of those, but how many of those we're gonna need? Let's take a look real quick. So that is 4 or 5 of those things. So we need 20. Does the other one require that? Yeah, the other one requires another 16. So yeah, we're gonna need another 36. Well, I guess minus however many we have in order to get that all done. Did we get, okay, all the crafting's done here. So 1, 2, 8 to the third, these guys. Cool. So now we should have everything except for that middle part in order to make our transmutation tablet. So let's click here, 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 and then this guy. It won't let us shift click in there because we don't have these guys. That's unfortunate. Yeah, it just says missing items. Okay, well, I guess I'm going to go ahead and fight the Gaia boss a few more times. It's not a difficult fight. We've already seen both tier 1s and tier 2s. And in fact, I'll probably just end up doing the tier 2 fight here. Let's see. So we need the Gaia spirit things, and then we need to turn those into the ingots with Terra Steel, which we should have a lot of. Yeah, all right. So there's 1, 2, 3. Guess I'm going to fight 3 tier 2 bosses. And we already have the arena set up over here. All I gotta do is just right click this guy and we should be good to go. Maybe I should grab myself a chest and dump everything in my inventory. Let's do that real quick. Chest. One of these. Throw that there. All this stuff. Those, this, that. These guys. The wrench we can put up into here. Magnet is on. We have food and water. Not that we really need the water. Okay, I think we should be good to go here. Plenty of power for our armor. Cool. All right, so I'm just going to go ahead and fight 1, and then I might fight 2 at a time. I don't know. Anyway, let me go ahead and get this done, and then we'll be right back, guys. Well, that was fun. I went ahead and I fought the Gaia boss a total of 5 times. I thought we were only going to need to do it like 3 times, but no. After 3 times, we still didn't have quite enough of our Gaia stuff. Now we have 482 of those. I think I said we needed 36. I don't even know if that's right or not, but that's what we got right now. So we have these Dice of Fate. Let's pop them. So that gave us Eye of the Flugel, which I believe... Oh man, I can't remember what this thing does. Something I believe that's not very good. Not for us anyway. So this one gives us Key of the King's Law. This one's a really cool item. If we had some mana on us, I'd show you, but we don't. So this one is the Ring of Odin. This is a really good ring. This gives us like resistance to fire and drowning damage. It gives us a 10 additional hearts. We'll go and throw that in a bauble slot. This is a thing that I definitely want on us. Yeah, so that gives us twice as much HP as what we had before. Let me go ahead and eat an apple so we can have a little bit more regen here. Perfect. Okay, so now we have 20 hearts. We are even more unkillable than we were before. So vanish into thin air generally means like we've already gotten that item before. So we're kind of unlucky. And then we got Ring of Loki. Again, most of these things aren't very good. They're kind of cool to check out if you've never played with them before. But I've played with them before. This is not my first time with Botania. Do we have a ring from Botania at all? A mana ring? How much does it cost for a mana ring? Is it expensive? Requires a mana tablet? Do we have a mana tablet? All right, perfect. So that gives us the Ring of Mana. What about the Greater Ring? Oh yeah, let's just upgrade it. Okay, so Greater Ring. So that'll give us some mana on us all the time to do some things. So this thing, if you hold right click, it spawns like all of these crazy things in. Yeah, and then you can point at somewhere, like that torch, for instance. And all of those will go and attack that torch. So it's really good if you're trying to kill something like a snowman or whatever. A little overpowered, in my opinion. It's really, really neat, though. I like how all of these line up like they do. I don't know if you can hold them for forever. I guess you probably can. But they go wherever you release it. Yeah, and they will hurt you, so if you like point down at the ground, they will do damage to you. Anyway, it's just a cool thing to play around with if you've never seen that before. Okay, I don't think we're going to be using it though. I don't think we have any use for that. And then all that Gaia fighting only used 60 million RF. Not bad, not bad. We can go recharge that up here very soon. But anyway, let's go ahead and do some things that we need to do down here. So first things first, we need to do the Tome of Knowledge again. Tome of Knowledge. Right, so we need to do the Starry Emerald. So that is the Gaia Spirits plus the Pixie Dust. I don't even know. How much Pixie Dust do we have? Enough. Okay, so we needed 5 of those for this first one. Okay, click, 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 and then... Oh, that's right. I put all my stuff away. I forgot. All right, so that should be everything that we need for this. This one, that one, and shift click it. Shift clicking into this thing is so good. Thank you, mod developer who made that happen. I appreciate you greatly. Transmutation Table. Now that's interesting. It only costs 50 EMC, but look at how much we are putting into it. All of the EMC. So if we ever need to make more of these things, super, super simple. So there you go. Transmutation Table get. Now here's the thing though. If we make the Tome of Knowledge, that does require a transmutation tablet. So what that basically means, we need 2 of these tables, 2 of these tablets. Well, I guess just at least one of these tablets. Then we can turn that tablet into the Tome of Knowledge. But either way, we took one step forward into being able to do this stuff. So the transmutation table, at the very start, there's nothing really interesting with it, but you can put an item here and then it'll learn it. Or if you don't want that item learned, so you accidentally learned it, you never want it to show up, you can, I think if you put it here, it unlearns it, right? You can also put it over here to learn it, right? So you can unlearn it again. Or finally, you can take the item, burn it for EMC. So this has 139,264 EMC, and that learns it at the same time. And you can see it here, so we can pull that item out, right? So it's just kind of like you can dump all of your stuff in there, get a whole bunch of EMC, and then pull all those items out. It's pretty awesome. So things like the HDPE sheet do not have EMC, but we could go through our system here and take everything with EMC and just dump it into this thing and learn everything if we wanted to, and then just make things as we go. It's a thing we could do. I don't think we're gonna do it that way, but how hard is it for us to make the tablet? Is that something we're gonna be able to do? So we need 64K discs plus 4 more Starry Emeralds. I think we might be able to do this. Let's see if we can do that real quick. So red matter, how much do we have? Yep. Oh, I should have made the Starry Emeralds while we're on that screen. Okay, so let's put that stuff away. Let's learn the Starry Emeralds. Okay, there's 4 of those. What else do we need here? We need the HDPE. We have that. We need Fluxed Electrum. I think it's just 12 ingots, not a whole lot. And yeah, the 64K discs. So we need 64K. We need 8 of those, and we already have 4. We're halfway there. Not sure why we have those 4 of them done, but we do. So this craft is going to take a minute. Let's go ahead and wait for this to finish up, and then we'll be right back, guys. All right, so all 8 of those are now done. I guess we could have taken one EMC. I didn't realize these components have EMC. That's good to know. But we have the Autocraft set up anyway, so it's not that big of a deal. So now we can come in here and turn our transmutation table into a transmutation tablet, right? So there's the tablet. Yeah, unfortunately, we can't really make another transmutation table. Oh, actually, hold on a second. I'm about to do a stupid here. Let's not make a stupid. Let's take some nether star. Actually, we don't even need that. Let's take an iron ingot. How about a few of those? We can duplicate this transmutation table. That's way too many. So we have all the transmutation tables that we're ever going to need right now. I was thinking that we weren't going to be able to copy this thing because we didn't have a transmutation to learn it in. But now that we do, we can place this guy down, right? And then we can just do one of those. Now we can make those things whenever we want to, right? Very, very easy. I almost made a big mistake right there. Okay, so we got a lot more of these things. I'll go ahead and convert that back into another star or something else later on. So let's see. Can we put those in here? Yeah, we need one of those for this following recipe. All right, so getting back to this, we want to make this guy, and there is a transmutation tablet, which does cost 100 EMC. So this is the same exact thing that we just looking at, except we can use it wherever we want to. We can see the same items. Yep, exactly the same whenever we want to, which is super, super awesome. Okay, so we can break this thing, and then we can, I guess, put that in here. Yeah, and then we can burn all these things and turn them into whatever else later on. Now, the Tome of Knowledge does require us to have a transmutation tablet, plus infinity ingot, plus chaos core, so we won't be able to do this just yet. This is going to be a little bit later on, but we did complete a good portion of the Project E section, which is fantastic. Okay, so let's do bottom loot chest here and bottom loot chest here. Awesome. So just one thing remains here. We have Chaos Guardian stuff, which remains on this one. And I believe everything else is done. Oh, we still got a few more things to do. Nope, I am wrong. We still have a few more things randomly throughout here that we still need to complete, including Avaridia. Yeah, and some of these extreme crafting recipes going forward. All right, guys, I think it is time for us to clear out our inventory here and then take a look. No, I want those on me. Take a look at what the rewards are that we're going to get for all of our labor from all of these quests that we have been unlocking. So we get a diamond furnace, a wither skeleton charm, diamond furnace, 64k ME storage. That must be how we got those 4 of them before. A greater ring O experience. Okay. Guardian charm, 9 nature cores, 9 more nature cores, 16 black lotus, and a cave spider charm. Oh, we missed one. Pop it. Fluix block, Certus quartz block. Okay, so the Greater Ringo experience works similar to like this magnet, how it draws an XP from a distance. It just, without like drawing the XP to you, it just like collects it instantly and gives it to you. So it's really nice when you're killing a lot of mobs at once and they drop a lot of XP orbs. You don't have to deal with that whole vanilla thing where they chase you around and you gotta wait for forever to collect them. Yeah, it's very, very nice like that. Guys, I think we're gonna wrap the episode up here for today. We got a lot of good stuff happening here. Had to fight the Gaia Guardian more times than I wanted to today, but you know, it's all part of the quest in order for us to complete this stuff. I think next episode we probably will start looking at some of those extreme other recipes that we need in order to progress. But anyway, that's it for today. Thank you guys for watching. Remember to leave a like on the episode if you liked it, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye-bye.